application, we can develop our reports, everything in I mean in our system. It's a standalone system. The only problem with this Power BI desktop is Power BI desktop applications, reports, dashboards cannot be shared. Okay, you can work better in your system, but it cannot be shared. If you want to publish your report, if you want to publish your uh, work to the outside world, you need to go with the second application called Power BI Service. Okay, Power BI Service and Power BI Desktop. Both are free to some extent, and we'll be getting more privileges if it is a paid version. Okay, but for academics, Power BI Desktop is very much fine enough. Very much fine enough. We can deal maximum with the Power BI. Of course, we have a lot to do in the Power BI. So many facilities are available. We can definitely go with a free version. Okay. And about Power BI service, as I said, it is used to publish our content. Okay. It is used to publish our content to the outside world. We can share our application. We can share our reports. Everything is dynamic. Once the data is changed, our reports will be updated. It is refreshed and it is shown to the outside world. Okay, navigating the interface, the overview of Power BI interface and the key components of Power BI interface, I will directly show it on the Power BI software directly. I don't want to waste the time here. Okay, and about importing and transforming the data. Importing the data is a simple task where to work with an application, we actually need some source of data. Okay, here nowadays the source of data is at so many places. Okay, at so many places. Like it is available in our normal Excel sheets. It is available in uh, what do you call CSV files. It is available in databases. It is available in flat files. So many at so many places we have our uh, data. The only thing is whether our Power BI supports the data from all the places. Yes, definitely. Power BI can connect to the data sources and the data sources count is more than 100. Okay. In other words, or in simple words, we can get the data from the outside world from 100 different types of places into our Power BI. Okay, the meaning is from Excel day, if you have data in Excel, you'll get it in Power BI. If you have it in CSV, you'll get it. If you have it in MySQL, Oracle, Access, if you have it in MongoDB, if you have it in some other places, definitely even a rough format of your uh, paragraph kind of data can also be imported into Power BI. And it happens, it doesn't need any much knowledge. It happens only through clicks. Okay. And about this Power Query Editor is a place where uh, if we need some transformation in the data, if you have a knowledge of data mining, we have a concept of pre-processing where we'll be cleaning up the data, we'll be converting the data into our own form. Okay, like for example, if I have a date, okay, like for example, it's today's 2nd of August 2024. Okay, fine. The date is recorded in the database and the date is present in my data. But the thing is, if I want to know what's today, okay, it's today is Friday, but I have only date and I want to extract the day, the month, the week number, the day number, etc., etc. So many kinds of extractions can be done, and that is done using this powerful feature called Power Query Editor. Using this Power Query Editor, we can do many things. Of course, we'll be seeing in our coming sessions using some practical examples. Okay, cleaning and shaping the data, the same thing. Cleaning the data, it's kind of like our data may have missing values, our data may have inconsistent values which are not appropriate. In fact, to manage all those kinds of data, we can transform the data using Power Query Editor, and we call it as data transformation in Power BI. Okay, then. Fine. We'll see these all visuals one by one with very detailed way using the application directly. So in fact, as I said, instead of having this theoretical session, most of the participants are interested in practical sessions of Power BI because these theoretical things are, however, available everywhere. Okay, we'll see each and every chart, each and every visual, it's formatting everything one by one in our coming sessions. Okay. Yeah, this is what we do throughout the day today and tomorrow. Okay. So that's why I'm actually trying to complete the theoretical, the PPT part now itself, and we shall completely have a hands-on for the remaining 2 days of time. Okay. Then advanced data modeling, we have data relationships, hierarchies, and calculated columns and measures. We shall see one by one, because like you see, if I say all the theory at once, definitely you know what happens, like everything goes away. The basic thing is we'll be seeing it practically. Yeah, this is a one term to be remembered, which we call it as DAX. Okay, earlier we were speaking about Power Query Editor. Power Query Editor is the place where actually we write so many functions which are supported by Power BI. Thousands of functions, predefined functions are available in Power BI, which actually makes your uh, Power BI easy to understand, data easy to understand, and put it in our required way. Okay, and that is the reason we use this DAX, and DAX stands for Data Analysis Expressions. Data analysis expressions functions, in fact, we call it as DAX function. DAX functions are thousands in number. For each and every visual, the function changes. In fact, it is hard to remember. It is not necessary to remember each and every function. Just you click a visual in the Power BI, type the small part of the function or the remaining hint. Based on the hints that are popped up, you can select the appropriate one. Okay, and of course, as we have in databases, like we have aggregation functions, we have filters, we have time intelligence functions. So many things are there. We can see, or we'll explore the beauty of Power BI in the coming sessions. Yeah, and this is what actually we do. Okay, using this, what do you call Power BI, the data is presented to the superior or to the intended person in the form of a dashboard, in the form of a report, etc. So here what we think is what we need actually is a good sense of presentation, because you see we write a function, we get a results, that's fine. But you see how you present that particular value or that particular graph to the superior or to the intended person is very important. Because you see, if for example I have a bar graph and you have also know the bar graph, we know better. But how could you present will fetch the marks. Okay, so here we see how to create a bar chart, and how to make the bar chart beautiful depends on you. How you think and how you make it beautiful, it is completely in your hands. Okay, and of course we see everything like slices, filters, drill down, etc. And finally, publishing and sharing the reports. Okay, as I said, Power BI desktop and Power BI service. Power BI desktop is used to create dashboards, reports, etc. in your system, in your standalone system. Whereas Power BI service is used to share your work to the outside world in the form of Power BI application, in the form of PDF or in the form of PPT, whatever the form, we have some prescribed formats to share. Using that, we can, of course, share our work to the outside world so that it can be used online everywhere. Okay, and the beauty is that report is updated every time. Once there is a change in the data and the report that we have generated will be up to date. Okay, I mean to say the person will see every time what is the status of a company on time with the up-to-date data. Okay, that's the thing. Then, of course, we see these things, and of course, we have so many resources to learn. We have books, we have so many online resources, we have online courses, etc. And of course, we have Microsoft also gives certification facility where you can register for it, you can complete the course, and you can get certified by Microsoft in terms of Power BI. Okay, and thank you. This is what uh, the PowerPoint point of view of what you call Power BI. Okay, there ends the theory, and now we shall actually start once again. So many in the lobby here. Yeah. And I request participants, like if you have something to talk, please put it in the chat. I'll open the chat box here so that I can reply immediately. Yeah. Now, hope I'm audible, right? Am I clear? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
fine, fine. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Let me share the Power BI.
Madam? Madam.
Yeah. Can you see the screen, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. This is how our Power BI looks like. First, let us get acquainted, or let us get familiarized with this environment first. Yeah. So this is what how it looks like when you install your Power BI and keep it open. Okay, where you can see first of all this particular get data. See, this is, yeah, this is the place where actually we can uh, give input to our Power BI application. Okay, where you can see, yeah, if you can scroll down, you can see huge number of sources. Okay, these are all the sources from which we can acquire the data into our Power BI environment. Okay, many things. Yeah, you can get the data from cloud, you can get the data from the databases, you can get it from text, CSV, XML, JSON, folders, PDF, etc., etc. You can get the data from anywhere, almost anywhere. Okay, so nowadays you need not bother about where the data is present. Just think of where it is, identifying in this particular get data, identify what is the source, click that, give the path, get the data into your Power BI. That's all. Okay, so as a sample, let me take an Excel workbook which is already there with me. Let me browse it. One second. Yeah, yes. So I'm trying to get the data into your Excel using your Excel. I have selected one Excel file. It's a sample superstore example of data where you see once if you have selected, you get this navigator page where this is the hope you can see the screen, right? Can you please follow the mouse pointer? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is a superstore Excel page, Excel file, where I have selected it using the browse button, in which we have find so many sheets in that Excel file. So just click whatever the sheet you want, okay, which actually shows a portion of the data in this way. It's like a preview. Okay, this is how the data is looking like, and wherein you can see at the bottom three buttons called load, transform, and cancel. Cancel is fine. Load and transform. Okay, load the data will load the data directly as it is present from the Excel file or the source data source which you have selected. Okay, the data source. If you think it is clean, if you think it is ready to get analyzed, you directly what you call select it and load. Then transform data. This transform data is actually used if the data is not ready to be analyzed, if it has some noise in it, if it has some inconsistencies, any missing pieces of data, or if you want to change the way the data is looking. Okay, then we'll be going with this transform data. We'll be doing it later, but now thinking that the data is very clean, I'll directly load the data into my Power BI. It takes some time to get the data loaded. Yeah, you can see there the data has been loaded. Okay, where you see these are the three panes. Okay, on the right you have three panes or three sections of uh, Power BI, where the last or the rightmost section is your data, where it shows what are the fields of data which we have imported into our Power BI application. Okay, if you remember, we have selected the orders page from the Superstore Excel file, and that orders page has certain data, and you have these are the columns. Okay, on the right side, which are all listed, are all the columns which are present in that particular Excel. Okay, so that data is now ready in your Power BI, and now we can analyze it. Okay, that is the meaning of this data. Not only one sheet, you can import multiple sheets or multiple sources of data from different sources, like one from Excel, one from database. If you think the data is related and if you want all the data together, you can import, you can use get data, you can select the source, you can select the path and import it. Everything comes in this data section. Okay, so this is data. Now coming to the second section, second from right, which is our visualization, our major portion. Here, these are some of the inbuilt and mostly used, what you called visualizations. Okay, we can just, if you keep a mouse over, 1 second, let me admit the people. Yeah, admitted. Yes. So, these are the visualizations you can see. We'll see one by one, of course. This is a bar chart. This is a column chart, stacked column, stacked chord, etc. So many things are there. We see one by one. And that is with respect to your visualizations part. And coming to the third section, it is filters. Okay. As if you are aware how filters work in Excel, the same way the filters work directly in your Power BI. We can directly, it is very handy and very easy to use. Okay. This is your right portion. Okay, this is your right portion. And coming to your left portion, this is very important to understand. The first one is default. It is defaultly it is selected. This is called a report view. Okay, the place which it is showing build visuals with your data here. This is the place actually where we build the data. Okay, we build the data or we build the dashboards here in this particular white portion. We shall see how, but this is the place and this page is called report view. And the next one is table view. In this table view, you can see and you have to see if nothing went wrong in the importing, if you have imported the data properly, you have to see all the data like this. Okay. Remember, if you want to analyze the data, if you want to use Power BI, you should have a better knowledge on the data that you imported. Okay, because you see, without what the data, what the column is, what is its data type, what is its purpose, without knowing all these things, handling this data Power BI columns will become a cumbersome task because it becomes a kind of uh, what you called unhappy task. Okay, we cannot deal well. Okay, and that is the reason with this superstore data which is collected. Okay, from somewhere, some downloaded data set it is. You can see at the bottom it is containing approximately 10,000 records. Okay, it is approximately 10,000 records, 9,994 to be precise, which has certain columns. First, before jumping into this particular visuals, first let us understand what the columns are. Because remember, when you're working at your place on Power BI application, I'm repeating again, have a complete knowledge on data. Okay. Knowledge, see the values present in the data is fine. That is a matter because it doesn't need to know every piece of data to us, because if it is somewhere related to medical sector, okay, at least you try to understand what the column is. You need not bother about what the value in that column is. Okay. As part of that, see this particular what you call columns. I have so many columns here. The first one is of course serial number. Leave it. This one is order ID. Okay, as I said, this data is related to some superstore, some supermarket, a kind of data. Okay, where this is the order ID. Okay, this is the order ID from where the data has been taken. Okay, then followed by your order date, your shipping date, your shipping mode. What is this? Is it standard class? Is it first class of shipping, etc.? This is your customer ID, which is unique to a customer, name of the customer, and here our actual data starts. Okay, like you see the segment. Okay, before going that, let me come from the end. It is actually clear here. This is your category. Okay, if you click on the filter here, you can see there are three different types of categories in this data. One is furniture, the second one is office supplies, and the third one is technology. Okay, whatever the product a customer has bought in this particular shop will fall in any one of these three categories, either furniture, office supplies, or technology. Okay, similarly to the similar to the category, we have subcategory. Okay, we have so many things in subcategory. For example, if it is accessories, it is appliances. You can see appliances here, and its subcategory and its category is office supplies. Office supplies, paper. Office supplies, fasteners. Office supplies, art. So under a category, I have some n number of subcategories of applications followed by its name. Okay, its name, like what is it? It's Xerox 211, it's Xerox 194, it is rubber bands, etc. etc. So many what do you call names of the products. Okay, so I think you are clear. It's product ID, it's category. Under the category, we have subcategory. For each and every product, I have a name. Okay, so this is all related to see category, subcategory, product ID, and product name are related to products. Okay, then speaking and or coming back, region. Okay, if you click on this, you can see the complete shopping analysis is based on 4 regions according to this data. And the 4 regions are central region, eastern region, southern region, and western region. Okay, so whatever the transaction happens in this particular shop will fall in any one of these 4 regions: central, eastern, southern, and western. Okay, followed by the state. Let it be California. You meaning that the data is belonging to United States. The city is Los Angeles. Country is United States. Okay, postal code is kind of postal code like our pin code, and the segment like what is the segment that particular product is falling on. So this is how our, yeah, we have some more. The sales, I'll come to the beginning. Yeah, sales is 60, the quantity is 3, discount given is 0, and product obtained by the company on that particular record, that particular row is $17. Okay, so $60 sales happened on this particular order, which you can see in the first line. Okay, the quantity bought is 3 products, the discount is 0, and the profit gained by that particular shopping mall is $17. So on $60 of sale, the profit gained is 17%. And in the same way, I have so many products listed in that particular shopping mall. Okay, as I said, which is up to approximately 10,000 records. Okay, this is all what we can see on your table view. Okay, this table view is the place where we can see how the table is looking like, how the data is looking like. And finally, the very important view is model view. Okay, you can see when I click this model view, we can see one sheet or one table called orders. Okay, if you remember in the data, we have only one sheet called orders. Okay, so I can see only one table here. Okay, unlike that, if I have multiple tables, okay, like if you have idea about your databases, you will have multiple tables in a database where we can relate one table with the other table using so many key constraints like primary keys, foreign keys, using some normal forms, etc., etc. Tables will be related. Okay, if you want to show that kind of relationships among so many tables from the different sources of the data which we have imported, we'll be using this model view. Okay, here the beauty of this particular model view is by default, this will try to identify the relationships that exist between the table by default. We need not specifically mention that, okay, this should be the primary key, this should be the foreign key. You need not mention any kind of these things specifically. Okay, it will identify what is the nature of the column and what is the nature of the table, and it identifies and compares the same with the other tables, and it comes out with some decision. Remember that decision need not be final. Ultimately, it is us who has to decide how we have to uh, we have to, of course, we have to decide whether that particular relation is correct or not. Okay, so that is with respect to this model view. So this is your report view, this is table view, and this is model view. This is on your left, and on your right, as I said, we have data part, we have visualizations part, and of course we have filters part. Okay, now coming to the home ribbon. Okay, I'm not going deeper into this particular remaining things. We'll be seeing one by one. Okay, the most of the things we'll be using is transforming the data. Okay, which we saw already when we are importing the data. We have got two buttons. One is load and the other is transform. Okay, if you know what to transform and how to transform the data, you can do it there. Okay, that's the first place. If you have missed it over there, and if you have got an idea or the later part, you can use this transform data where you can transform the data according to your convenience or according to your requirement. Okay, so this is the thing which we use more here. Okay, and apart from that, we'll be using this new measure a lot. Okay, where in addition to the columns which already exist in that particular table, we can create new measures, okay, which are calculated on time. Remember, measures are calculated. Measures are calculated on time, and it can be updated. It will be up to date every time, but it will not be added as a column. Okay, I hope you understand. New measures are something which are calculated. For example, if you see this particular data, okay, see, I have a column called sales. Okay, this is the column called sales. All of a sudden, I say, like, what are the sales happened in 2023? Okay, see, the answer will be a simple number. Okay, whatever the number is, it's a simple number. Okay, that number is calculated using using a measure. We'll be writing a DAX query for this. Okay, we'll be writing a function. We'll be using a DAX function. We'll be writing some kind of formula. We'll be using a function to do that. We'll be creating it and we'll be keeping it aside, which will be listed here. We can see here. Okay, so new measures. Okay, new measures. Another thing, we also have new column. Okay, that will be present in modeling. We'll see it again. We have new column. Okay, as per the convenience and as per the requirement, at some times we may need new columns in addition to the existing columns. Okay, I'm repeating, we may need new columns according to the requirement for us. Based on the requirement, we may create new columns that will be appearing here in this particular table view once the new columns are created. How the new columns are created? New columns are created using the existing columns based on our requirement. As my previous example, the 2nd August 2024 is fine. If I want day, what's today? I'll add a new column called day and I will fill it with Friday. Okay. So for this 10,000 records, 10,000 day names will be there and that will be called as a column. And to create that column, we have a process. We shall see that. Let me admit the people. Yeah. So this is something about new column. Okay. At the same time, we can create a new table. Okay. So new table, new column, new measure. Of course, you can see a new thing called a quick measure here. Quick measure will give you some suggestions what new measures can be drawn based on the data present. Okay, I'm repeating, based on the data present, that gives us some suggestions like these can be the new measures. These can be the measures which can be created for our purpose. Okay, and remember, they are all suggestions. Okay, you need not what do you call, follow the measures as it is. You can create the measures on your own, only on your requirement. Okay, so that is something about your uh, environment of your Power BI. Of course, we have many things. We shall see one by one. Yeah. Now coming to the data here. Okay. Under the orders table, we have so many things, right? We have so many things. Okay. Out of those things, yeah, please. Yeah. Yeah. Out of these columns, you can see at some places you have a sigma mark. Okay, you can see some sigma mark at some of the columns. Okay, that sigma mark indicates that the column is a numeric column. Okay, this is the way how we identify numeric columns in Power BI. When you see a sigma mark here, I can say that that column is a numeric column. Okay, then in fact this is the thing I have to change actually. Order date. Okay, order date is, of course, there is some mistake in this data. I will change it now. In fact, for each and every date thing, okay, date kind of attribute or date kind of column, in place of this sigma, you will find a calendar symbol saying that or meaning that that particular attribute is related to date and time. Okay, so two symbols, one is sigma to say that the column is a numeric column. The other is a calendar symbol to say that that column is related to date and time. Okay, in addition to these two, we have another symbol called calculator symbol. We shall see that afterwards. You'll get calculator symbol only when you use this. What is it? This is new measure. When for our purpose, if I have created a measure like as I said, what are the sales in 2023? I keep I create a name like measure like sales in 2023. Okay, is my measure name, and I will write some formula. Okay, so using that measure, okay, using that measure, some value is extracted from the data and stored in this particular list. In that list, a part or a side to that particular name, you will find a calculator symbol, meaning that it is a calculated value. Okay, it is not a direct value present in the data set, rather it is calculated only on our requirement. Okay, so three symbols in total. One is sigma for numeric column, the second one a calendar symbol for date and time, and the third one a calculator symbol to say that the column is that value is a calculated value, not an existing one. Okay, that only computes only on requirement. Okay, so this is something about our data. Okay, so now we start developing our visuals. Okay, like you see, I already explained the meaning of each and every column. You have category, you have city, country, region, customer ID, name, etc., etc. They have their own meanings. Okay, now just keep mouse on each and every visual. You can have a name of it: stacked bar chart, stacked column chart, clustered bar chart, clustered column chart, etc. If you hover the mouse on each and every visual, you can find the name of it. So here there is something to be noted for which kind of question or for which kind of requirement, which kind of visual to be used. This is very important to decide, and that comes only on practice. Okay, because if, for example, if I say, what do you call, what is a male and female ratio in the college? Okay, like you see how you say that is said in terms of proportions. So here the better thing is use a pie chart. Okay, see, there is no place or there is no article to say that use only this chart for this purpose. That is only depends on our intuition, how we think. Okay, so just see the data, understand the question. So based on the question, decide what particular chart is to be needed. Okay, so first I use our regular bar chart. Just I have clicked, see, I have clicked here, and you see, and before that, I'm clicking outside, I'm taking it off. The place here, see, where the build visuals with your data, whatever the portion that is written over here is the place which we call it as canvas. Okay, this is the place where actually we fill it with our reports, we fill it with our visuals, and it is called, I'm repeating, it is called canvas. Okay, initially, before changing or before starting your work, you need to what you call set up the canvas. Okay, or just like setting up to a stage, we have to set up this particular stage. Okay, how to do that? You see, I have no visual on this. If I click on this empty visual, the meaning is you have selected canvas. You didn't select any visual, rather you have selected canvas. Okay, so you have a particular format symbol here. If you can see, this is the visual symbol, this is a format symbol. You just click on that format symbol. You can see so many settings over here. Okay, you can see so many settings. Okay, this is the page information where it is called as page 1. You can see at the bottom, it is page 1. If you want to change, you just change it here and it will be changed here. Okay, so this is, one second. This is page information. Then canvas settings. Okay, see, by default, its size is 16:9. If you want to change it, you can change it to anything. Okay, if you want any user defined size, you can go with the custom. You can see what is the height and what is the width in terms of pixels. Okay, you can say the alignment, is it top alignment or is it middle alignment? Okay, this is with respect to canvas settings. Then canvas background. See, by default, it is white in color, the default one. If you want any other color, you can click on this. You can select something blue. Okay, and you see it doesn't appear to be here. So just change the transparency. You can see our background has been changed. Okay, so you can fill our background with any color and you can adjust the transparency level so that you can see the brighter or the lighter portion of that particular color. Okay, if not color, you can directly use some image here. Okay, you can see here there is an image section here. Instead of color, you can place a separate image as a background. Okay, the same thing, you browse it, you select some image, select it, and adjust the transparency level, your background changes. Okay, that is with respect to the canvas background. Similarly, you can have a wallpaper, you can have filter cut, so many things. This is only with respect to the background. Okay, 1 second, some people are waiting again. Yeah, where is it? Yes, fine. Now I go with the first thing. I'll go with this chart, the basic thing. You see, the chart I have selected is, or somebody is waiting again. Yes. Yeah. See, what is this chart? It is called a clustered column chart. Fine. So you see, once I have selected this visual, you see, once I click on this visual, okay, we have gone through, or we can see some options here. Okay, if you can see, we can see some options saying that what should be on the x-axis, what should be on the y-axis, what should be on the what should be acting as a legend, etc., etc. Okay, so based on that, we'll drag some values onto it. We will drop over here so that we can find what you call the graph pertaining to the value selected. Okay, here, for example, what I do is I'll select on x-axis. Let we have categories, right? Where is this category? Yeah, category. Yeah, category is on x-axis. And for example, I want to see the sales. Sales on y-axis. You can see here, as we have seen before, in the data view. Where is this category? Yeah, category. I have 3 categories, right? Furniture, office supply, and technology. So furniture, office supplies, and technology. Okay. So, and what is this length of this column indicates? It indicates the sales, because we have put up the sales on my y-axis. Okay. So you see, by default, it is arranged by default in descending order. If you want, you can change simply by selecting here. Okay. Sort axis in ascending. You can see the values has been changed according to ascending order. Okay, and you can see on x-axis, you can see the name of that attribute category, and you see on the top on the left, you can see it is sum of sales. Okay, so if you want, you can add some, you can give some more detailed data here using this legend. Okay, so here you see, as part of this visual is concerned, I am showing what are the sales happened in each and every category, and these are the values. See, when I move the mouse on something, you will find a pop-up over there saying that category is technology and sum of sales is 8 lakhs change. Similarly, furniture 7 lakhs, office supplies is 7 lakhs 19,000, etc. Okay, and you see, when I move the mouse on something and whatever that is displayed, we call it as a tooltip. Okay, remember the term, will use it again. When I move the mouse on the visual, if you get some pop-up, it is called tooltip. Okay, and as of now, the tooltip has 2 values saying what is the category, and it is saying what is the total sales in technology. Okay, now if I want to see the same sales in different categories, region wise. Okay, how many regions we have? Where is the region? Yeah, here. We have 4 regions, right? Central, Eastern, Southern, and Western. Okay, so we have seen a cumulative sales in each and every category of products. If I want to see same category of products region wise, simply I put the region here into the legend thing. Okay, so now you see office supplies in 4 colors, furniture in 4 colors, technology in 4 colors. So whatever earlier technology was 8 lakhs change is the addition of this blue, darker blue, orange, and purple color sales. And what are they? You can see here on the top, these are the legends. Purple indicates west. If you keep here, the pop-up or the tooltip is saying In the Western region, under technology category, the total sales happened is 2,51,000 change. Okay, so this is how we generate a column chart, okay, according to our convenience. Okay, see, this is very important that what should be placed on x-axis and what should be placed on y-axis. Okay, it depends on the people who ask you. Okay, because if someone asks you, no, I don't want sales, I want only profits. Okay, simply, you just remove the sales, keep the profit and put it on your y-axis. And these are the profits. Okay, you can see this particular lighter yellow, lighter blue of furniture coming down the axis, right? The meaning is furniture. Okay, the category furniture in blue, what is this light blue in central region didn't show any profits, rather it went into losses. How much loss? $2,871 loss. Okay, so either positive quantity or negative quantity, everything is shown here, keeping your zero as your reference. Okay, so this is how we, how, what do you call, we show or we build a visual, it's a very simple visual, nothing much difficult in this. Even we can get this also in Excel also, but somewhat in a beautiful way here. Now we concentrate on, what do you call, mm, formatting this visual. Okay, see earlier when I click outside, see this is your visual. The white color portion where your graphs are seen is your visual, and this blue color is the background which we have set for the canvas. Okay, once you click on that blue color, this is your formatting, which we have seen this earlier. Now you click on the visual. Okay, you click on the visual and you can see another formatting option. Okay, see this is your visual and this is your formatting options available for this column chart. Remember, this formatting options, whatever you can see on this mouse position, changes from visual to visual. Okay, so what do they mean? Okay, see, I'll explain about this particular features in detail now so that you can apply the same for the other visuals, because for everything you have x-axis, for everything you have y-axis. I'll explain for this visual so that you can correlate with the other visuals also. I'll explain only the what you call additional formatting options which are there. The rest of the things will be common for all. Okay, so x-axis. See, x-axis is on. The meaning is we are showing x-axis. Okay, see, when I put off, did you observe any change here? Earlier, what was there? We have office, we have furniture, etc. Now it is gone. When I click this on, you can see that x-axis. Okay, when you click on that x-axis here, you can see the values. What are the values on x-axis? The values on x-axis are technology, office supplies, and furniture. Okay, if you want to change, see, I am changing the size. It's 9 actually. I am increasing the size. Observe this technology, office supplies on your x-axis. The size increases. Similarly, you can make it bold. You can change the color. Let it be some orange color. Okay, so according to that thing, you can change it. Okay, this is with respect to your x-axis. In x-axis, values. Under values, you have title. Okay, what is the title of x-axis here? You can see here it is category. Okay, if you click this on, it is auto. Auto means it takes the title from the data itself. If you want any other, it is can be given. If you put it off, you see the category, the word category is gone. Okay, if you put it on, the category is back. Okay, I'm putting it off, it is gone. Okay, so if it is there, even you can change its size, you can change its color, you can change it to bold, italic, underline, etc. I will explain about this f of x later. Okay, so this is with respect to your x-axis. Now speaking about the y-axis, it is almost the same. Okay, the values, what are the values on y-axis? 0k, k is 1000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, etc. If you want, you can increase its size. Okay, you can make them bold. You can change the color to some purple color. Okay, and display its auto. Auto indicates the values are displayed automatically. Like if you want your own values, like on, if you want thousands, if you want in millions, if you want in billions, trillions, you can select the appropriate one. If you select none, these are the values. Okay, it is 10,000, 20,000, our normal nomenclature. If you keep it in millions, you can see it in millions. So according to your requirement, whatever it is needed, you can use it. Similarly, you have a title. Okay, the title is sum of profit. You can see on the left side, it is sum of profit. It is selected. If you don't want that, just remove it. Okay. Now about legend. What is a legend? In our visual, the legend is region. Okay. And where it is shown here. In central, eastern, southern, and western, the region is shown on the top left corner of your visual. Okay. If you want to change the position or etc., you can select this legend. If you put it off, here you can see the region is gone. If you put it on, you can see the region and the options. The options, it is by default on the top left. If you want, you can keep it top center. You can see it has been moved, and so many other options. Okay, I'll keep it as center right. It is here. Okay, based on the space consumptions, because you see, whatever the canvas size that is decided, you have to show almost all the visuals in the canvas at a glance. Unlike that, if I want to show in multiple pages, okay, that takes time. In fact, as I said, like the beautiful way you present, the more marks you get. Okay, so you try to keep every piece of your analysis in very lesser number of pages. Okay, for 10 visuals, if you are taking 10 pages, your superior has to turn out all the 10 pages to look into that particular analysis. Unlike that, if you give only one page of analysis containing 10 visuals, that superior will get at a glance like, okay, this is what going on in my company, all at one place. Okay, prefer that. For that, what we have to do is we have to uh, preserve the place. We have to use the place in a very efficient way. Okay, don't use much space for unnecessary things. Okay, so at times I need not have region also, because you see this purple indicates what is it, west. How do you know that it is west? Because it is listed here. Okay, if it is listed directly here, I may not need this region here occupying an extra space. I can remove it. Okay, so that depends on you. Okay, similarly, this is the legend text. Okay, this is the legend text. If you want to increase the size of the legend, you can increase. Okay, you can change the color of the text. You can change the title. Default it is region. If you want to change, you can change the some other title here. It has been changed. So based on that, you can change the legends. This is something about legends. Grid lines, you can see some grid lines. Of course, it is not needed. I'll come to the zooms later afterwards. About the columns. Yeah, you see, columns is what we see. These are the 4 columns with 4 colors. If you want to change the colors, you can change it. Okay. No, I don't want what you call light blue. Rather, I go with a pink. You see, the first column has been changed to pink. First column indicates central. Central region is now shown in pink color instead of light pink earlier. Okay, so you can change the column colors. Similarly, column spacing. Okay, you can see it is the inner padding. You just increase it. You can see the change. The space between these two visuals has been increased. If you decrease it, it has been decreased. Okay, so inner padding is something where the amount of space that has to be given from one column or one set of columns with the other set of columns. That is what spacing is. Okay. Yeah, this is important. Data labels. Data labels are something which will show the labels of each and every visual there itself. Instead of like moving my mouse onto that particular visual, checking what is the tooltip. Okay, it is west, it is furniture, it is 11,000. Instead of doing that, I can put it on. Okay, see what happened when I put it on. You can see here, I can see a 12K here. Okay, so what do you mean by that? This particular western region, southern has how have we selected? Profit of 12K, 12,000, approximately 12,000. It is rounded off figure. The actual figure is 11,504.95. Okay, so this is what data labels is, and we have many things in the data labels. Data labels apply to what? Only central region, only eastern region, only southern, only western, or all. Okay, if I select only for central, okay, then the meaning is, okay, the data labels will be appearing, or the settings what we are going to do will be appeared only for the central region. Okay, so show data labels. If it is off, the data labels are gone. If it is on, the data labels is off. Okay, did you see the change? I have selected central region. Our color is pink color. You see this particular -3K. If I put it off, here you see the data label has been vanished only for the central region. Okay, if it is for eastern region, off. Eastern region is gone. So according to your convenience, you keep your data labels on or off based on, yeah, based on your requirements. Okay, then yeah, options, whether it is horizontal, vertical. See vertical, the values you see 12K has been turned into 90 degrees. Okay, if you can see, yeah, you see it is 12K now. Okay, it is vertical. If it is horizontal, it is 12K like this. Okay, similarly the position, it is auto, it is inside end here, outside end, outside, inside center, inside base. According to your requirement, you set the position of your data labels on a particular visual. Similarly, values. Okay, values indicates this 12K, 7K, 3K. If you want to increase the size, increase the values. Okay, make it bold, change the color, display units, auto. No, I don't want auto. You keep it none. See, these are the actual values 11504.95. No, if I want in thousands,
R15, R13, R17.
it is 11.5K. Okay, so 1 second, let me admit the people. Yeah, yes. So this is the thing. Okay, fine. Hope you're following, right? Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So that is the thing. Like you see, this is a visual. Fine. And finally, this background. Okay. When I put the background on, okay, this background, see, you can see the data label background is with some color. If you want to change that background color, you can change it. Okay. Based on the transparency level, the values changes. Okay. This is purely based on your requirement. Okay, finally, just click this and go with just see this is the visual formattings. You have a general formattings here where you can see some more options. Okay, see this particular general formatting options applies to this visual, whereas this visual formattings applies for the contents in the visual. Okay, I am repeating visual the formatting options under this visual heading applies to the values inside this visual. This visual is a clustered column chart. Under that cluster column chart, we have 4 regions with 4 columns, etc. If you want to change the formattings, you can use this visual formattings. Apart from that, you have one general section. Yeah, muted. Yeah. So we have other options here. We have properties. We can set the size of the visual, height and width of the visual. We can give the position of the visual. We can give padding. We can give some advanced options, etc., etc. This is with respect to properties. And the title of the visual is, you can see, sum of the profit by category and region. Okay, and it is on. If you put it off, the title is gone. And if you want any user defined title, click that and give here. And what is it? Region wise profits. My title is the region spelling has gone. Region wise profits. Okay, so its size is heading 3. If you want to change, you can change. Okay, I can give it some color, purple color. Similarly, if you can give a subtitle. You can give a divider. See, divider will actually draw a line between your title and the visual. I can show here. See, you got a line here, right? This is called divider that divides your visual with your heading. Okay, or we call it as title. Okay, that is with respect to the title. Then we have effects. The very basic thing is background. Okay, the background is on with white color. Background of this visual is white in color. Okay, if you put it off, what happens? See, okay, now you see the visual is looking much better when compared to your previous visual where you have a white background color. Now you see the visual is completely immersed in the background color of your canvas. Okay, so this is how we actually change the background. If you want, you can have a visual border. See, this is a visual. Which one is selected? We call it as a visual. If you want, you can have a border. You see, you got a line now. Okay, you got a border, and the color of the border, it is black in color. Let it be. I'll make it blue. Blue is blue. It mixes up. I'll make it yellow. Okay, and you see, this is rounded corner. See, if you see, if you can observe, I'll zoom it on. This is your background. This is your visual background. Okay, and you see this is your border, visual border. It is yellow in color. Okay, you see, for that yellow border, I can, yeah, I can give a rounded corners instead of this sharp corners. Okay, this is a sharp corner. I'll make it a rounded corner. See, the corner is rounded. Okay, which actually gives some good look. That's all. Nothing more than that. Yeah, that is something about visual border. Okay, that and that options. And this is a shadow. If you want, you see, this is a visual. If you want a shadow kind of appearance for this particular visual, I can give it under this visual, under general, under effects. You have a shadow. You can give a shadow. Okay, now you can see a kind of embossing experience is there now. Embossing, like it's a kind of 3D floating experience you can see when we have a shadow for a visual. Okay, you can resize it, of course. Okay, fine. This is something about
Ah. Ah. Ah.
madam.
లేదు.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So shadow can be given, even shadow with which color it is by default with black color. Offset where the shadow should be, it is outside, it can be inside. You see, inside shadow. Okay, outside shadow. Where the shadow, it is bottom and right. Okay, you can change it. Bottom right, only bottom shadow. Okay, only bottom left shadow. Okay, so based on the requirements, we can give a particular appearance, a good looking appearance for a particular visual. Okay, then I was about to say something about this thing, zoom slider. Okay, I'll maximize this. I'll make the data labels appear good. 1 second. Data labels, values, no background. Yeah. Now this is what our what do you call column chart is looking like. Now we have an option actually, which is only for our convenience. We call it as zoom slider. Okay, which if put on, you can see a slider over here. Okay, we can see a slider over here, which actually makes us to see and analyze the data according to our convenience. Like if you see this particular left x-axis or y-axis, it is ranging from minus 10,000 to 60,000. Okay, like I want what are the regions and what are the categories of products which are giving profits between 20,000 and 30,000. So just move it to 20,000 and you move it to 30,000. Where is this 30? Here. You can see, right? Okay, this is the graph, okay, which is not showing you the complete profits of from loss to 60,000. It is only restricted. The graph is now only restricted to show the columns only from 20,000 to 30,000. It is 20,000. Yeah, it is 20,000 to 30,000. Okay, so this is how we can use this zoom slider. And here you see there is a three dots here for each and every visual. You have a three dots. Okay, when you click this, you can see something. Once where, of course, we shall see one by one. Just give it as show as a table. Okay, you see there is a small table appearing in the bottom of that particular graph. Okay, showing the values which are in between 20,000 and 30,000 only. Okay, this is not the complete data. Like you see, you can see the change. Okay, so based on that, one second. Based on that, if you want, for example, if you want to see only losses, see, these are the losses. Fine. So you can maximize or minimize, zoom in and zoom out the graph on completely based on your convenience. Okay, I hope this particular, I'll rename it. I'll just double click it. I call it as column chart. Okay. Is the column chart clear? Hello?
Proceed, sir.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Then I'll go with a new page and a new visual. Okay, this is clustered column. Okay, similarly, I have a stacked column chart. Okay, just I will the same thing. Like you see, this is your clustered where all columns are grouped. A group instead of grouping, if I want to stack them, keeping one on the other, I can just click on the same column chart and click on stacked column chart. Okay, see, it has been now converted from clustered column chart to stacked column chart where everything is same, because of course both belongs to same family. They both are column charts. Okay, this is stacked column chart. Stacked column chart will show the graphs one above the other. Clustered column charts will show the graphs one beside the other. Okay, I think you got to know the difference. Stacked column, one above the other. Clustered column, this one, our older one beside the other. And we have another one, this one. This is called stacked chart again, but this is called 100% stacked chart, where the heights are maintained. Of course, this is of course in the losses, leave it. The technology and office supplies, earlier you see, earlier it was looking like this. Okay, earlier it was looking like this, but now if I go with 100% stacked chart, you can see something like this, where the lengths or the heights of that particular columns will become equal to 100%, okay, wherein the values are adjusted. See, this is your western region 44,000, western region in office supplies 52,000, etc. Okay, all are equated to 100. That is what we mean as this 100% stacked column chart. Okay, so both in fact three types of column charts. The first one is clustered, second one is stacked, and third one is 100% stacked. The purpose of these three charts are same. Okay, in fact the functionality is also the same, only the appearance changes. Okay, instead of appearing one beside the other, it appears as one above the other. Okay, that's the only thing. Fine. Now we move on to the next chart called bar chart. Okay, the only difference between the column chart and bar chart is very simple. Instead of showing vertically, here the values are shown horizontally. Okay, I'll go with the same thing. Instead of category, I go with subcategory now. Subcategory on y-axis. Instead of profit, now I go with sales. Okay, you see, these are the sales happened. These are the sales happened on phones, on chairs, on storage, tables, binders, machines, accessories, etc. And you see, they are all sorted in descending order. Okay, similarly, as I said, if you want, you can sort according to ascending order. Okay, so all the remaining things, I mean, I'm speaking about the legend, I'm speaking about this formatting options, everything is applied as it is. Okay, as it is. Okay, not even a single change, because this charts, bar and column charts both belong to the same family. Almost all the formatting options are the same. Okay, now we shall see a new one in this particular bar chart, of course, which you can also do it in your column chart also. Okay, that is coming about your bars. Okay, you see, it is saying that the color is blue. Okay, first let me uh, give data labels for it, and I will change its size. I'll make it. Yeah, these are the values. And about the bars. Okay, 1 second, let me admit some people is wait. Yeah, now I'm speaking about this blue color. You see, there is something called FX. Okay, that FX is actually called conditional formatting in a chart. Okay, this applies everywhere in your Power BI. Okay, it is conditional formatting where you can change the color of your bars, here bars, and in our previous chart they are columns. We call here rows as bars. The bars here and the earlier columns, we can change their color based on that value. Like you see on the top, the lesser sales is fasteners around 3,000, and the highest are phones around 330,000. Okay, so the 3,000 fasteners and our last phones both are appearing in the same color. No, if I want to change, or if I want to show the sales or profits or some numeric value based on its value, then I will go with this conditional formatting. Just click on that, a new window will be opened where you can see so many things. I will explain about these rules later. First, I will go with this gradient. Okay, gradient is something which changes slowly. Okay, and on which, see, what field should we based on? We should be based on, what have we put? Sales, right? Based on sales. Okay, so based on the sales, my color should appear as gradient color, and let the lowest value has this very light blue color, and the highest value has the darker blue color. Okay, if you want, you can add a middle color also. Okay, let it we shall add it. Let it be somewhat some near yellow color. So from lightest blue color to the light yellow to the darker blue, the values changes. Okay, once I click OK, you can see the change, right? So the lightest blue indicate the light color indicates the lowest value, the dark color indicates the highest value. And you see, we can see a very slow gradient of increase or decrease in the colors. Okay, yeah, of course, we have added some yellow in between, so we can see some yellow color. If you don't want, you just remove it, add it again, gradient, and click on OK. Okay, so this is how our colors changes. If you don't want, you can see there is a eraser button here. Just click that, your conditional formatting is gone. Okay, so you can see or you can show the values, you can show the bars or columns purely based on its value. Okay, the higher the value, the intensity of the color of that particular visual is also high. Okay, and that feature is called, we call it as gradient. Okay, rules, we can write rules actually. Okay, like for example, if the value is less than 20, give this color. If the value is greater than 100, give some red color. You can write this particular colors here, rules here. Okay, we shall see that in the coming examples. Okay, so this is how our bar chart is given. Fine. So earlier ours was column chart, stacked column and 100% stacked. Similarly, this is your bar. I will make it as stacked bar. Of course, we don't have any legend here. So I'll add, where is our region? Region to the legend. Okay, this is our stacked bar chart. Similarly, if you have click this is 100% stacked chart. Okay, this is your 100% column chart and this is your 100% stacked bar chart. Okay, I'll rename it. Okay, so the column chart and the bar chart. These two are the very basic charts and the charts which are used very frequently. Okay, very frequently we use this kind of charts. Okay, now we move on to the next types of visuals. Like you see, we have covered the first one. The first row is completely done. Okay, directly we move on. We shall see this afterwards. We need some other values here. Now I go with a pie chart. Okay, earlier I was saying like pi is actually used to show the proportions. Okay, like what I do is as a legend, I put it region. Okay, region wise, I want to see profits. Put it in values. Got it? Region as a legend, profit as a value. Okay, here values sum of profit. Why only sum of profit? Like you see, if you have a down arrow here and you click this, you will get so many other things. Sum of profits, average of profits, minimum, maximum of profits, count of profit values, standard deviation, variance, mean, etc. You can use any of these operations and those operations are called aggregate operations. Okay, remember the term? The values like min, max, count, average, sum, standard deviation, variance, median are called aggregate operations. Okay, so what is this pie chart showing us? This pie chart is actually showing us the region wise profits. Okay, where you see, you can see something like 108.4K comprising of 37% of profits in purple region. Purple is western region. Okay, which is maximum, I think. What is this blue? It is 31%. Eastern region gave 31% of profits. Western region gave 37% of profits. Okay, so you see, this has been given in terms of a pie chart. Okay, now we go with the formattings. Okay, second, somebody is waiting. Yeah, fine. So this is what we call it as a pie chart. And coming to the formatting options, as we did with these things, we have a legend. Okay, this legend, whether it's, see, this is what the legend region is. Legend name is region, and the legend values are east, west, south, and central. Okay, if you put it off, the legend is gone. If you put it on, the legend appears. And inside that, options where that should appear, I said that it should appear on center right. If you want, you can change its position, top left, okay, or somewhere. Okay, so center right. Okay, this is the place where I want to see the legend values. About the text, we can increase the size, the legend size. You can change the color. You can change it to bold, italic, etc. That is with respect to the legends. And the title of the legend is region. If you want to change, you can change that thing. Okay, this is all the previous thing. This is extra slices. Okay, because you see, in bar chart, we have bars. In column chart, we have columns. And in pie chart, we have slices. And you see, we have 4 slices here. Okay, and you see, there is a recommended thing that use pie chart only. We have 5 or 6, of course, less than 6, less than 5 types of values in a data. Okay, like we have 4 regions. 4 is good. Okay, like for example, if I have 100 different types of values, showing 100 slices in the pie chart is different, and even it is hard to analyze. Okay, see, a circle divided into 4 parts is fine, 5 parts is fine. If you go on dividing tens and hundreds of parts, there is no, we don't get actual meaning of that pie chart. Okay, so it is recommended that if you have less number of slices, if you have less number of types of values, then only go for a pie chart. Okay, and you see, these are the colors given for each and every slice. Okay, now we need to talk about these detail labels. Detail labels are these things. Like you see, I'll zoom it here. Yeah. See, I have something in blue in color. There is a line or arrow mark showing these values. What are those values? If you just keep it here, it is saying that central and sum of profit is 39,000. And you see, we have something called 39,000 is your profit, and comprising of 13 percentage is your total percentage. Okay. So you see, these particular values, the text appearing on beside each and every slice is called a detail label. Okay, you can change it. Okay, first of all, you can put it on or off. Okay, it should be on, of course. And in options, you can see its position, where the detail label should be. Default, it is outside. You can put it inside. You see, you can put it inside. You can prefer outside, you can prefer inside. See, this prefer term comes only when there is lack of space availability for a particular slice. Because you see, I said that 108.42 thousand should be inside this purple color. Okay, that's fine. It fits there. If there is no sufficient space for this 108 number, then it goes to outside. That is what I mean prefer outside and prefer inside is. Okay, so depending on the availability of space inside the slice, the detail label appears either inside or outside based on your choice. Okay, I go with outside. Okay, now coming to the label content. See, this is called detail label, and this is detail label contents. What should appear in the contents? What is appearing here? We can have category only. See, we can have category, sorry, region only. We can have data value. We can have percentage of total. I go with all. See, you can see the bottom one, all detail labels. If I click on that, you see that this particular thing, it has been changed to central 39,000 profit and total 13 percentage of total profits. Okay. So here the question is, we have central here, we have south, we have east, and we have west directly on the pie chart. So I hope this particular legend is not needed. Okay. If here it was not there, for reference, what is purple color? I need to come to the region and I have to verify. Now the waste is directly available there. So this region is not at all needed. And hence, I will put that legend off. What benefit do we get out of this? Space. Exactly. Space. Legend, if you remove the legend, I need only space for the pie, not for the legend. Okay, which will give me more space inside this canvas so that I can add one more visual here. Okay, so that thing. And at last we have rotation. I'll maximize this again. Yeah, rotation will actually rotate your pie. Okay, so here you see, if I just go on increasing the, see, there is an up and down arrow marks here. I just click on up. You can see as I increase the degrees of rotation, the pie is also getting rotated. Okay, so there is no particular purpose for it. How it looks good, rotate in that way. That is the only thing, and that is the only use for this rotation. Okay, so this is what a specific functionalities that are there for this pie chart. Okay, the main thing is understand about slices, understand about detail labels, and understand about rotation. See, these three options will not be there for our previous bar chart or column chart. This is particularly for a pie chart. Okay, I hope you understand. And then its sister chart is donut chart. Okay, its sister chart is donut chart. See, click on the visual. So pie chart, if you want to transform it immediately into donut chart, directly click on donut chart here. If you can see my mouse pointer, click on donuts. See, pie chart has been converted into donut chart. Okay, let me admit the people here. Yeah, fine. So this is my donut chart. See, there is nothing much different between the pie chart and donut chart. Only thing is the way it looks. Okay, and of course, some, yeah, this the remaining things, effects, background, visual border. See, everything is same. Okay, so pie chart and donut chart both belong to the same thing, the same what you called same family. Okay, like we have three family members in bar, three family members in column chart. I have two family members in pie chart and donut chart. Okay, so these are the basic visuals. Okay, here one thing I have to say, like you see, I have my, okay, we shall see it afterwards. Fine, we shall see it afterwards. Of course, you can have shadow, you can have rounded border, background on and off, etc. Everything you can also go with the pie chart and the donut chart. Okay, so these are the mostly common used things: bar charts, column charts, pie and donut charts. Okay, then we have funnel chart. Okay, it's very simple. This is your funnel chart. Okay, it's to say simply, a funnel chart is something equal to bar chart but aligned in a center. Okay, I'll show it. The category, let it be category values sales. You see, categories are only three in number. I go with subcategory. Okay, see what's the difference? Like you see, this is a bar chart, right? I'll make it bar. Yeah, you just observe this chart. This is our normal bar chart for the same sales for subcategories. And this is the funnel chart for the same sales for the subcategory. Okay, yeah, I'll keep it one after the other. So you see, do you find any difference? This is aligned, our previous bar chart is aligned to the left, and here our funnel chart is aligned to the middle or aligned to the center. Okay, that is the only thing. Fine, that is the only thing. And see, till now, this particular page has only one chart. This particular page, one chart. This page, one chart. Okay, this page, I have two charts now. Okay, now what I do is I'll just copy down. You can use Control C, Control V. I'll copy this donut chart and I will paste in this chart. Okay, I need to adjust. Okay, this is why I say like I have to preserve the space. Yeah, somewhat okay. Like you see, I have three different visuals in the same page now. Okay, see, I think there is nothing more explanation needed about funnel chart because bar chart and funnel chart are same, only it appears differently. That's all. Okay, yeah. So now you see, did you find any change? See, here, this particular donut chart is showing us profits. Okay, profits instead of profits. What I do is I will take sales. Yeah, sales. 1 second, guys. Yeah. So this donut actually is showing us the sales occurred in different regions, and these two are showing us the sales occurred in different subcategories. Okay, so here one thing to be emphasized is all these three charts or all the charts present in one page are all communicated. Okay, this is very important point to note. They are all talking to each other. But remember, visual in page 1 and visual in page 2, they are standalone. They don't talk to each other. But different visuals in the same page, they talk to each other. Like you see, I have how many, like I can see something, the third one, storage here, okay, is 223K. Okay, what is this 223 sales for storage devices that appeared in the data set on the whole, irrespective of central region, irrespective of western region or any other region, storage is or storage devices has been sold in what number? 223 number. Okay, now I want to know what are the sales only in what is this purple western region. So just click on, see my mouse pointer is now on western region. I clicked on it. Okay, see if you observe now in this page, the three visuals have some darker portions and some lighter portions. Darker portions indicate the values which I need because I have selected west region. All the darker portions shows me the data only pertaining to the western region. See, storage earlier was 223K. Now it is 70.5K. Okay, so out of 223,000, 223K, 70K sales has been occurred only in western region. Okay, so all the remaining portions, all the remaining three regions in the donut chart and all the remaining three region sales in this chart has been lightened up or dimmed. Okay, so the meaning is these three charts are now talking to each other. They are in mutual communication. Okay, if you want to go back, click on it back. Okay, this is your south sales, this is your central sales, this is your eastern sales. Okay, not only here, if you want to know the status of only phones, where are the phones? Phones here on the top. The highest sales occurred in phones when compared to all regions. Highest number of sales has been with phones. So if I click on phones here, what happened here? All the remaining subcategory products have been dimmed only phones are being highlighted. The more important thing is the change that has been shown in your donut chart. Okay, the remaining portion, see, sum of sales of phones in each and every region is shown. See, in southern regions, 58,000 phones have been sold. In western regions, 98,000 phones have been sold. See, when I click this back, the southern region is total sales is 391, out of which 58,000 is only with phones. Okay, I hope you got the point. Okay, this example I have quoted just to show you how the charts are talking to each other. Okay, remember only the charts talk. 1 second, guys, I'm getting an important call. Yeah, sorry for the break. The people are asking whether a break is given. So instead of having a break, we shall wind up the class by 12:30 or so, uh, because we are in a good flow. 1 second, let me come back. Yeah. So this is the thing, like all the three visuals are now talking to each other. Okay. The point to be noted is different page visuals, they don't talk. The visuals on the same page, they do talk. Okay. Remember this. Fine. So we are done with these two, donut, pie, and all the remaining bar and column charts. Okay. We go with the other thing. Yeah. Now what do? We go with something called, where is it? Map. Yeah. Map. Fine. See, this is an interesting thing. A map visual works only, remember, the map visual works only if your device is connected to the internet. Okay. Any other visuals, they don't need any internet, they only need data. But map visuals, we have different types of maps, of course. Okay. Area map, field map, normal map. We have different types of maps. Any map need net connectivity, because you see, to load the map, we need internet connection. This is one point to be noted. The second point to be noted is by directly installing Power BI, your maps are not enabled. Okay, so where we have to do it, just see the screen. Under the file, you have options and settings. We have options. We'll get a dialog box now. Yeah, under this, we have so many things. Okay, we have so many things. Clear? So data load, Power Query Editor, which is used for your data transformation. This is R scripting, this is Python scripting, this is security. Okay, so many things. Okay, under this security, you see, we have map and field map visuals checked on. Okay, if it is off, see, by default, when you install for the first time, it will be off. Put it on, only then your map will be loaded, otherwise no. Okay, otherwise no. Okay, other thing is there is something called preview features. This is not related to maps, but we have here, I'm saying here, preview features is something where when you update your software, when you load the when you open Power BI on your desktop, on the bottom right corner, when there are any updates, it will be indicating you, there will be a notification saying that update your Power BI. Okay, when you click that, all the new features will be coming here. Okay, so here you see New map, new card is a newer one which is introduced in 2023 December. Okay, and there are so many other options which are enabled, some are disabled. Okay, you can what you call enable or disable according to your convenience. Okay, you can see connected to the external data sets is off. Okay, if you want to load any data from database, any data from cloud, this should be on. Okay, I have put it off. It is not needed for me now. Okay, Spanish language support, not needed. Shape map, okay, we shall use it. I have put it on. So click on OK. Okay. Oh no, it is asking for me restart. I will not do it. I'll put it off. Yeah. So when do we need this? When we are using a map visual, I need an internet connectivity as a first condition. And the second condition is enable maps in your settings. Where is it? Under files, options and settings, options, you'll have security. And under that security, you will have to select maps and visuals on here. Where is it? Security, maps and field map visuals on. Okay, only then your map will be appearing on the screen. Okay, fine. That is with respect to this visual. Now coming to the data, what data is to be given? Okay, see for x-axis, for y-axis, sorry, for bar charts and column charts, the data is being asked for x-axis. What should be on the x-axis? Okay, this is the thing. What should be on the y-axis? This is the thing. See, we used to give like that. But you see, now it is asking about location, because you see this particular map actually needs some location quantity, to be loaded. So x-axis, y-axis doesn't work here. We need some values which are related to location. What are they? What are the locations we have? We have city, we have country and region, we have postal code, we have region. That's all. We have state. Okay, whatever the things I have listed out: state, region, country, state, not state, country, city, and pin code or postal code. Only these kind of values are only treated as location values. Okay, any other values, they are not treated as location values. Okay, first thing. Or you can give latitude and longitude values. If you can see my screen, it is asking some latitude and some longitude values. So if in your table, if you have a latitude and longitude columns, you can directly give here. So it is just like a replacement, right? If you want what you call I don't have city, I don't have postal code, I don't have country or anything. Only I have is latitude and longitude. You need not give anything is this location, but you can give something in latitude and longitude so that the location can be found out. Okay, so either location and its related values or latitude and longitude values. Okay, now just I will load state here onto the location. You see, the map has been loaded and you can see the map belongs to United States. Okay, the map belongs to United States because see, I didn't say that the state belonged to United States. If I go to this particular data, what is there in the state column? Where is it? See, state column is comprising of California, Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, etc. Okay, it decides itself like that state belongs to which country. It belongs to United States, and hence United States map is in front of us. Okay, so you see, map is okay. Okay, map is okay. And all the states are identified there. When you keep something on the bubble, it is saying, what is that state? It is Idaho. What is it? It is Utah. It is New Mexico, etc. And under that, what is a legend? Okay, like what you want to show. I want to show the sales. I put sales into that legend. Okay, what is happening? I can see, oh, sales, not sales. Legend, where is my region? Yeah, region. See, now what is the difference? I have selected region as my legend, saying that we have 4 regions from central to west. And you see all these purple colored bubbles, we call here them as bubbles. Bubbles are western, light blue colored or central, orange colored is southern, and dark blue color is your eastern regions. Okay, now what is this bubble size? Okay, now I want to show sales. Okay, did you observe the change anything over here? The bubble size at some places has been increased and some places it has been decreased. Okay, the meaning is higher the bubble size, what have we placed here? Sales. Higher the bubble size, higher the sales. So if you keep your mouse on that, it is saying that in the western region, we have a state called California, and the sales happened is 4,000 somewhere, 457,687. Okay, similarly, I have a very smaller dot, Idaho. See, the sales is just 4,000, very smaller dot, and you see very bigger dot, it is in 4 lakhs. And here it is Idaho, it is 4,000. So I can show the sales on the map in terms of bubbles based on their sizes. Okay, this is also one way where I can show or I can use maps. Okay, okay, but remember while using maps, see that internet connectivity is there and map visuals are on. Okay, I hope you got it right. Fine. Similarly, I have selected the next map called filled map. Nothing much difference here. The areas will be filled. That's all. Okay, here it was with bubbles. In this filled map, it was with a area filled with some kind of color. Okay, now even still what I do is you can see right now each and every bubble has been converted into a pie chart. I'll zoom it. Yeah, now you see the bubble is a pie chart. Reason, earlier in my legend it was region. How many regions are there? There are 4 regions. Okay, and hence I have 4 different colored bubbles. Now my legend is category, and what is that category has? Furniture, office supplies and technology. Furniture, office supplies and technology are related to products. They are not related to location. And hence each and every bubble is now has 3 slices. Sorry, each and every bubble is a pie chart and each and every pie is occupying 3 slices now. So you just keep the mouse. It is California furniture 1,556,000. California technology. See, the category has been changed. Similarly, California office supplies. So in each and every state and in each and every category, what are the sales happened so far will be shown in terms of bubble, and each bubble is a pie chart now. Okay, I hope you got it. Yes. Okay, so based on the data, like you see, my data is completely related to United States, and hence I can see only United States data. If your country and region has India or any other country, you can see that particular map. Okay, you need not decide which map is to be visible and which is not to be visible. It depends purely on data. Based on the data, it analyzes which country is it, which city is it, and even which pin code is it. Based on that pin code, your map will be in front of you. Okay, so that is with respect to your map. I'll name it as maps. Yeah. Okay, then we go at the next visual, very simple visual, which is known very much to you. We call it as a simple table. Okay, what table has? Table has name and table has columns, and each column has values. And that is the reason this particular visual table don't have much options here. What is it asking? It is asking only for columns. Okay, what do I want? I want to show like what you called in which category, what is the category, and what are the sales happening in that category. Yeah, you can see, right? It's a small table. Okay, just like that, you just go on adding your columns, the size of the table increases, and up. It's simple, like whatever we see here, it is a complete table, and this is only the selected portion of the table. That's all. Okay, so you can just go on adding it. Okay, furniture in 4 regions, office supplies in 4 regions, technology in 4 regions, and these are the total sales happened. Total goes to 22 lakhs. Okay, and here we should speak about formattings. What formats we have? We have values. Values indicates the values inside the table. I can increase the size. Okay, I can change the color. Okay, similarly, the background color of each and everything, the alternated color, we can see this. Okay, alternated text color. You see, first row is in purple, second row is in somewhat ash color, purple, ash, purple, ash. It's an alternating color. Similarly, we can have alternate background color. You can see alternate alternate rows are highlighted with some given color. Okay, text wrapped on or on off. Okay, just if it is off, no text wrap. If it is on text wrap, it is just going into the new line. Okay, like if okay, if I go on reducing the size, text wrap on, it goes into a new line. Okay, that is with respect to the values and column headers. See, speaking about the category, region, and sales, if you want to change it, I can change the size of the headings, column headings, its color, its background color, its alignment. They are by default left aligned. I can go with right center alignment, or I can go with the right alignment. Okay, that depends. And options, auto size. And similarly, you have column headers, you have totals. Yeah, totals is this thing. 22 lakhs is a total. If you don't want, you can put it off. If you want, you can put it on. Okay, and that is your total, and the total label is total. Here the text total is total. You can change its size, you can change its color, background color, etc. And if you want to format only a specific column, you can go with the specific column, and you have to choose which column is that. I have 3 columns: category, region, and sales. Category, region, and sales. You can select any one region. Okay, you can change its values, like anything. Okay, text color, like for example, I want it in pink. Okay, yeah, you just observe this, only this color column has been changed into pink color because I have selected the column called region and the color to pink. So it went on to pink color. Similarly, background color and the alignment. Okay, now coming to the cell elements. Background color for each cell, font color for each cell. If you can have an icon, you can have a URL. Okay, image size. Second. Yeah, these are the common things. And coming to the general, you have the normal things. If you want a title, you can keep a title. If you want effects, like if you want background on or off, if you want a border, if you want a shadow, see, these are the common things. Okay, border, shadow, rounded corners. Okay, shadow inside, outside, etc. These are the common for all the visuals. I am not repeating them. Okay, this is the thing. So this is your table. Similar to table, see, there is nothing much to talk to about table because we generally use tables in and out every day. Okay, but we have to speak something about the next type of table called matrix. Okay, I'll use it in the same visual, same page. I call it as matrix. I put it on the top. Wait, somebody is waiting here. Yeah, fine. So now we speak about matrix. See, if I click on this table, I saw only columns because I just went on adding the columns. But now if I click on this matrix, it is asking us to add rows, add columns, and also values. It is just like if you have an idea about pivot table in Excel, this works in that way. Okay, pivot table, like we change or we drag and drop the data as we need. Like for example, on rows, for example, have a subcategory into the rows, and on the columns, I have region wise, and I want profit like this. Okay, so what is it actually saying us? Okay, it is saying that accessories in central region, what is this actually? Profit. Yeah, I'll make it sales. Yeah. Okay, accessories in central region 33,000, eastern region 45, southern region 27, and western region is 61. That goes to 1,67,000 sales of accessories in all the regions. Okay, similarly, we have different subcategories. It will be 17 in number. I know the data. Okay, it will be 17 in number. So 17 subcategories of items and their subtotals here, and region-wise total at the bottom, product-wise total, subcategory-wise total at the right, and all together total at the end. 22,000, 22 lakhs, 97,000. You can see here. In this table also, you can see the same 2297. Here also it is the same 2297. Okay. So matrix and table, the difference is very simple. Table gives you to visualize the data in only 2 dimensions. What is the column and what is the value? Whereas in matrix, you can see the data in multiple dimensions, probably in 3 dimensions. Here you see subcategory wise, region wise, what are the sales happening? Okay, so I have added the 3rd dimension here and we call it as a matrix. So nothing much different. Matrix and table both belongs to same family. Okay, both belongs to same family. We call it as matrix and table. Okay, I'll rename it. Yeah, I hope these visuals are clear. Then I'll go with the next one. Okay, a very interesting one. It is called a slicer. Okay, I call it as a slicer. You see, slicers are almost on every Power BI dashboard. Power BI dashboard, every Power BI report, every Power BI dashboard has slicers in them. Okay, so I take help of my previous visuals where I have 3 visuals, right? This one, I'll copy everything, copy, and I'll paste here. I'll align somehow. Yeah, this kind of adjustments in your canvas is a very big job. We have to take care a lot of it because have to accommodate a lot of what do you call it? A lot of visuals in a single thing. Yeah, I can add some more, but you see, these are all the older ones, and this is a new, and I am calling it as a slicer. Okay, so what is a slicer? Slicer is very simple. It gives you a chance to select manually based on it. It's just like a drop down. Okay, it's just like a drop down. It's just like a button. Based on the selection, your answers appear, your visuals appear. Okay, I also take matrix and table here. I take, oh, this is simple. I take this table. I'll also paste this. I'll just minimize it. I can't see. So somehow, yeah, let it be. So this is my what you called slicer. So once I click on slicer, it is asking which field. Okay, so here you have to think like what are the fields that you need to select. Like we have to decide what are the fields which are selectable. Okay, like you see, if I give phone number, okay, like I have 10,000 rows here. if I create a drop down with phone number field, how many fields will be there? How many options will be there in the drop down? When I click the drop down, I can see 10,000 phone numbers, which is hard to select. Okay, but if you see, if I give region as my field, how many regions are there? Only 4. Okay, so based on 4 regions, I can select any one. So that is easy. So it depends on how you choose the field for slicer. Okay, so you choose as we did with this pie chart. Slicer will also have what you call the values which are less in number. Okay, and that is the reason what I do is I go with category as first field. Okay, you see, once I dropped category under the field section of slicer, I have 3 options here. Okay, you can select them. Okay, then go to the options. This is important. Please listen carefully. Under this slicer, under this formattings, you have slicer settings. Okay, here the default slicer setting is vertical list. So whatever the number of values you have under category, everything will be listed here. If you don't want like that, you can convert them into tiles. Okay, these are all the tiles. They are also clickable. Okay, you can click this, you can click this, and you can click this. Okay, then you can also have a drop down. Okay, you will simply see a drop down. You can click on this, you will find the values. Okay, this is about your slicer settings. Now, coming to selection. Under selection, multi-select is on. Okay, remember under your visual, if you want to select one is okay. If you want to select the second one also, single select is doesn't work out. You have to hold a control button and click the second one. Okay, see now the 2 are selected. If you want to click the third one, use a control and select the third one. Okay, so based on your selection, multi-select is on. If you want to see select all, you see you don't see any select all, right? If you want to show, click on this. You can see select all also. You just click on select all, everything is selected. If you click on that off, everything is deselected. Okay, similar to that, the remaining options, the normal options, of course. Slicer header, the text here you see the text is category. The category is here. If you want to change, you can change. You can change the size, you can change the font, the color, its appearance. If you want to have a border, where the border should be top border, bottom border, etc. What should be the border color, what should be the border width, and what should be the background of that slicer. Okay, etc. etc. And about these values are something which you can see inside. These are the values. Okay, so values, you can select the values. Okay, the default font color is black. Okay, if you want to change, you can change it to pink. Okay, you can see now the pink colored options. If you want to change with some other color, you can change it. Okay, and padding increases or decreases the size between the values, border for each and every value. Okay, etc. And the background for this particular visual. Okay, so this is how I can add a slicer. Okay, I'll add one more slicer. Where is it? I'll keep it here. So the top one was drop down. Now I will make it as what was here category. Now I go with region. Let it be the vertical list. I'll go with another slicer. I'll keep it here. So what can be the other slicer categories? Then quantity, sales, segment. I go with state. State. Okay. Yeah. I didn't select this actually. Yeah, field is state. Yeah, it is vertical list. Keep it as it is. I'll make this as tile. Okay. Now you can see 3 different types of slicers here. One is drop down, this is tiled, and this is what you called vertical list. Okay, you can select anything here. Okay, here east is selected in the case. Something somewhere I have clicked on it. Here you see somewhere is selected. You click on this. I got all the things. Okay, remove this. If you want category wise, only furniture data. See, this is only the furniture data. Furniture funnel chart, furniture bar chart, furniture donut, and furniture table. Similarly, these things. I'll go with select all. And I have region. If you want only central, the story of the central region, click on central. This is the central region. Now, if you want only what you call the California data, click on California. This is the California. Okay, so this is how we can incorporate so many visuals into one page, and so that they can talk to each other and will show us a dynamic and up-to-date visuals and up-to-date data just like that. See, I can get a glance from this page. Okay, this is how we manage this thing, what you called visuals. In fact, we have 1 or 2 important visuals to be discussed, which need some coding actually. I hope this is clear so far. Yeah. Okay. So we'll stop the session now. We'll see with some what you called example. Like I'll directly jump into some small projects, so that we'll be using the visuals. We'll be using the DAX, so that we'll be completing the project. At the same time, we'll be covering the topics in the afternoon session at 2 p.m. Okay. And thank you for staying. You can leave and be back at 2 p.m. I'll share the link again. Please join the link. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.